I want to show you guys what Elsa and Anna look like without their original hairstyles. Let's get into it. Okay, so today is a very big day because of the fact that I do have another Anna and Elsa coming in the mail. So these two dolls are going to be my stunt double versions of these dolls, which means that I am going to take out their hair. I'm going to show you guys what they look like with their hairstyles out. I am bracing for impact. I am doing this solely because I know that I'm getting two other ones, and these dolls I'm going to try my absolute hardest to contemporize as much as possible. Specifically Anna, I have like so many outfits that I want to put this doll in, and then Miss Elsa, depending on how her hair is, I definitely will want to play with it, see how it is, all of that. I'm not gonna unbrush her little tendril because it's stiff and I do not want to mess around with it. But the rest of her hair, I definitely want to see what is up with this braid. And then same thing with Miss Anna. So if you would like to see what these dolls look like without their original hairstyles, stay tuned because that is what we're doing today. Before we get started, definitely make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you guys turn on that notification bell so that way you guys are notified about every single time that I post. But without further ado, let us get into taking out their hairstyles. Okay, so we are gonna start off with Elsa. I just feel like her hair is gonna be the most complicated, and I have already taken photos of her braid, so that way I know in the future if I ever wanna recreate this hairstyle, I wanna make sure that I have like every angle possible to make sure that like I know what is going on in this hairstyle. So here I have cuticle scissors, you guys. You do not want to use regular scissors for this because these are very expensive dolls and you do not want to snip the wrong thing. And these are so tiny. Do you see that little blade right there? Tiny, 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 tiny. That is what we're going to do now, okay? I'm gonna sit her down and we are just gonna start from the bottom and work our way up, because if we try to do it like all up here and release everything, it could create a lot of knots. So I'm going to get started by snipping away. You're just gonna wanna pull on the elastic, not on her hair, and you're just gonna wanna find an edge. I snipped off part of the elastic and then just unravel. And then I am going to slowly start to undo her braid. And with the braid, there are obviously her little snowflake things. So I'm just gonna take this out and put them to the side. But there are little Swarovski crystals, if you guys can see that. And just unsnapping all of these little snowflakes from her hair. As you guys can see, there are a bunch of little snowflakes in her hair. The little Swarovski elements, so cute. She's got a lot of hair, guys. A lot of hair. Let us get in here and really get all these little things. You definitely can put these back in her hair. They shouldn't be that hard. They literally just like snap on, and they are plastic. So it's not anything groundbreaking. Now for me, her hair, it feels like only her ends are really, really ugly and dry, but the rest of her hair is pretty like crimped and long. That's the word I want to use. She's got like a little bit of a rat tail going on, but maybe that'll change once I take down all of her hair right now. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to get this braid up here, and then we are gonna see what the tea is, okay? I am just going to unlatch and see what is going on here. There are a lot of rubber bands, you guys, like a lot. I'm going to grab one of these elastics. Okay, I got an elastic. I don't know what that was connecting, but okay. There's obviously more going on here. So let me just see if I can get another one out. There we go. Okay. It's very interesting to see the deconstruction of this hairstyle because I had an idea of how it went, but now that I'm actually like seeing it, I'm like fairly surprised at the actual intricacies of this hairstyle. And now we're gonna take this last one out that was like dangling on by a thread, literally. And this one actually has an elastic on it. I'm gonna have to basically cut this one out because for some reason this one is like connected differently than the others. All right, are there any others in here? No? Okay, cool. So there are 4 snowflakes in her hair. They're like these little tiny snowflake things. And they're all in her hair. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are 4 of those, okay? And then there are 3 of the little beads. These little beads, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're like little like gems. Those are all what was in her hair. And then from my understanding, there are 3 elastics, 2 at the top and then 1 major one at the bottom. Now her hair, you guys, now that it's like actually like down, you can kind of like see what the tea is here. Her middle part is definitely something you kind of have to find because she's got a lot of hair. Look at all that hair. I have to get a rat tail comb, but first let me start off by showing you guys what this looks like when you brush it. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my brush and start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. Now I have heard that her hair is fairly like textured, and so far it is giving textured and that it tangles easily. Mine isn't having that problem. The first thing that I've noticed is that it feels like the textured wigs that American Girl has for their create your own dolls, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the textured wigs that those dolls have, I feel like is what this wig is. So I'm not mad at that, but I am mad at the fact that there is like no part in her hair unless you like give her one. So I'm going to work now trying to figure out how I'm gonna get her apart, because I would like for Miss Girl here to have a full-on hair part, and it looks like that is not going to happen unless I like find it myself. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. I basically had to force a part into her hair because it was just one massive line, like a seam going down the middle of her hair. And since I have worked with a lot of doll wigs that have been messed up, it wasn't that hard to find a part. Obviously it's not perfect, but this is like the best that I could do with what American Girl has given us. And the actual hairstyle itself isn't necessarily like the seam of the line isn't necessarily like perfectly straight, but that's as straight as I could possibly get it after being here for a couple of hot minutes. Now let me tell you guys, first and foremost, her hair is textured in the same way that the create your own dolls are textured. She has a very specific, where are you, girl? This is my doll Holly. She is a create your own doll, and she does also have the textured wig. As you guys can see, she is blonde, but she has the textured create your own wig. Elsa has the same thing. The problem with it is the fact that since it's so long, I can see why it's definitely getting like matted and tangled, but with a little bit of water and a lot of patience, her hair definitely can be trained to just be textured and like gorgeous. I'm not mad at the amount of hair on her head. It actually feels like a lot, and I was fairly surprised about that when I started to brush through her hair. For me personally, I'm not mad. There are little micro knots in her hair that you kind of have to brush out after everything is done, but like the way that my brush is slowly gliding through is everything. Also, like this was just like the amount of shedding that happened to her, but for the most part, you guys, like her hair in my opinion is not a big deal. Her hair is soft, her hair is textured, and it's not that dramatic in my personal opinion. These kind of wigs give you a grip whenever you're braiding hair, and so for me, I know that when I go in to like style her hair or do anything with it, it's gonna look amazing and fantastic. And the more that you play with her hair, the more this line up here will flatten. You can also go in with a steamer and kind of flatten it yourself. I, however, I'm not gonna do that because that's just like not the way I like to do things. I like to have everything happen like naturally and slowly, so that way there's the least amount of damage on your doll. But yeah, that is Elsa with her hair down, you guys. I, off camera, am going to style her in a different outfit. I'm gonna do her hair, more importantly. I'm gonna probably do like little French braids. No tangles, no muss, no fuss. Like very, 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 very soft in my opinion. And I feel like with some water, patience, and a little pizzazz, she will be a really fun doll to play with her hair. I'm gonna dress her up and I will show you guys what she looks like. Okay, so I am back here with Miss Elsa. This is what she looks like all dressed up and contemporized. You guys, I am so obsessed with her. I think that her hair is actually really easy to manage. If you have a grip on American Girl doll hair, she will be an absolute piece of cake for you. Just make sure that you're using water and of course brushing her hair as you go. It is long hair and it is textured, so you will come up with some knots here and there, but it's not anything that would make me say that her hair is unmanageable. I am gonna keep her hairstyle in for a hot minute. I do like it like this, and I think that she looks really, really like contemporary and adorable. These are just two little French braids that I did in her hair. I was gonna do Dutch braids, but I just feel like I like the like flatness of this, and it will pull out her hair, in my opinion, a little bit better. But for the most part, I am fairly happy with Miss Elsa now officially contemporized, and her and I are going to have a lot of adventures together at the American Girl store here in New York. But yeah, that is Miss Elsa. So now we are going to move on to Miss Anna. Now her braids, there's just two of them, fairly easy. I'm gonna get this rat tail comb and I'm just gonna pull at the little elastics. And then once I catch one, have it in my thumb like this, I'm just gonna snip it, and it is just one big elastic. I'm gonna cut off both of them, and then I will start to unravel her hair on camera. But she is a lot easier than Miss Elsa because Elsa, had all those little intricacies in her hairstyle, whereas Miss Girl here, she has literally 2 braids. So now I'm gonna take out her braids. I'm expecting like Molly's hair 2.0, where it's just gonna be like deep waves. Yep. Gorgeous. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. It's so gorgeous. Okay, same thing on this side. Girl, these braids wanted to be out. They were so over it. They're just 2 simple braids on the side. Like, I can easily do this again if I really wanted to. And then I just like to kind of zhuzh back here a little bit, so that way this whole like hole that they basically create back here is basically broken up. And then I like to kind of fluff her hair like this, run my fingers through it, and then I will go in with the brush and basically start to work my way from the bottom and work my way up to the top. Literally, you guys, she is gorgeous. I wish she didn't have this many flyaways. Even with her hair like down, she still has a ton of flyaways. But look at her, you guys. She is everything. Everything. She's so gorgeous. Oh my God. She's gonna be easily one of my favorite American Girl dolls. Look at her. I can't wait for this to obviously all like calm down or whatever. I may steam it just to kind of give it that like, you know, flair, but for the most part, she is gorgeous, you guys. She is just so stunning, and honestly, I've seen so many pictures of people like doing her hair, and it just looks so gorgeous whenever people do it. So I'm really, really excited to contemporize her, but that is Miss Anna. Okay, so I know you guys are probably so sick and tired of seeing this outfit, but this is the Petals and Plaid outfit from way back in the day, okay? This is like one of my favorite outfits. My doll Nikki was in this outfit for the longest time. There's just something so cute about this outfit. It's girly, it's preppy, it's adorable. And then I literally was gonna put braids in her hair, and I was like, why did I take out her braids just to put braids in again? So I'm just gonna let it kind of chill out for a hot minute. But you guys, tell me she's not gorgeous. Try and tell me that she's not absolutely stunning. Anna is honestly so gorgeous, you guys, and I'm obsessed with her, and I love her. All contemporized, she looks amazing, and I honestly have 0 notes on it. I think that she honestly has a lot of hair to work with for hairstyles when I end up wanting to do that, but for right now, she is a cutie patootie, and I am so happy with Miss Anna. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me in taking out Elsa and Anna's hairstyles. It is really, really scary whenever you do something like this to a really expensive doll, but I'm fairly happy with the result for both of these girls, and maybe watching this has swayed you in one direction or the other, maybe to take out their hairstyles, maybe to not. Either way, I'm fairly happy, and I cannot wait to do more hairstyles on Miss Anna and Miss Elsa. But yeah, all right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Chris. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, which is @thedollstudio by Chris. Make sure you guys are following me on TikTok @ChrisAmericanGirl. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, comment and let me know if you guys are gonna take out Elsa or Anna's hair, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.